What is going on, everybody? David here, and today I got a brand new video for y'all. And this time it is my recent vintage haul pickups, and I'm super excited about this because it is my birthday weekend, and I was able to stop by a couple of stores, three actually, and I was able to get some items from each one of them. And the stores that I stopped by was Retromadness, Horror Freak, and Empire Toys. And Horror Freak and Empire Toys were my first time visits there, and really enjoyed the experience there. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and go over this haul. All right, first up, I picked up the amazing Spider-Man animated series Alien SpiderSlayer, and this is an amazing figure, and it's by that company right there. And so happy to get this. This will be coming out of its packaging, and this adds to my collection of these figures, and very excited to add this. And this is one of the items I picked up from Retromadness. So we're going to go over the Retromadness haul, and then we'll go to the Horror Freak, and we'll finish it off at Empire Toys. So next up, I got from Retromadness is this tanker bug from the movie Starship Troopers, and I've always wanted one of these to add to my Starship Troopers collection. And these were produced by Galoob, and their movie lines are pretty impressive for what they did at the time in the mid-90s. So I'm very happy to add this to my Starship Trooper. So let's go ahead and take this thing out of its packaging. So this is the tanker bug. Really impressive. Really love this figure. And its gimmick is you press this thing and it shoots out. I didn't have any of the little human beings or the little figures that come with it, because it's like a little micro set, and it attaches to this little thing right here, and you can reel them in. So still works. So very happy to have this. Next up is this, and this is the Battle Damage Chip Hazard. It is complete. When I saw this, I was super stoked, and I could not believe it, and I got it for a very good price, and it was only $20. So very happy to have it. So let's go ahead and take this guy out and put him together. All right, so here is Chip Hazard all put together. He looks kind of like it reminds me of the Terminator, you know. Super cool. So what he does is he pressed his button and he explodes, you know. So very cool right there. So I have him now to go along with the Battle Damage. Can't even think of the Archer. Yeah, Battle Damage Archer. And so here's some of his accessories that he comes with. Knife. This is one thing I was afraid of. Was it going to be able to have? This thing is very hard to find, especially if it's not complete. And this is his gun. So very, very happy to have these. It's complete and whatnot. So very excited. Super stoked to have this part of my Small Soldiers collection. So I can't be more pleased, you know. Set him over here. Accessories right there. So next up that we have is a I can't can't even remember his name. It's part of the Spawn Series 1 from McFarlane Toys. And I can't even remember his name. But I was going to get him mint and package, but since I opened all my other ones, I saw him loose, and he was in pretty good condition. Just needs a little wipe down. But other than that, his gimmick still works, and it's still awesome right here. If anybody can remember his name for me, put it down in the comments below. But very happy to have him. So I do want to complete my Series 1 collection of this. So this is the third piece that I have now. So I'm almost done. I'm almost caught up with this guy, or with this collection as far as Series 1 goes. All right. And now we're going to go into the loose figs. And so next up, was able to get these for like $1 a piece. So also from Series 1 is Medieval Spawn. And I was able to find pretty much all his accessories except for his sword. I'll probably look for that later on. But he's pretty much, other than that, he's got everything. You know, was able to get his cape. I mean, these pieces, I was able to put them together there. So he was all in pieces and stuff. They had like 4 loose ones of these capes and stuff. So he was like in the accessory boxes. So if you're able to put them together and stuff and find accessories with all the stuff that they have in there, then you got to steal, you know. I know one thing, I found these 2 separate as well. These were also a part of him. So we're going to have to put these in the back and glue them. I think they go up either around here. Yeah, I think they go right here. It's part of the belt. So we'll have to like super glue it a little bit. And this is part of the handle that goes to the shield. So I couldn't find the shield until like later on in other bins. So the only thing, like I said, I'm missing is the the sword that goes with him. But other than that, he's pretty much almost complete. So that's another part of Series 1 that I have of him. There he goes with all his stuff right there. Was able to get this little ponytail. This goes to a Wildcat a fig. He's missing his ponytail, so now I was able to find his ponytail. So that's so awesome. So now he's got his ponytail now. Here's another, the last 2 are a couple of Toy Biz. So I was able to find Tusk. I have Tusks now. And cool thing is, I was able to get the little baby Tusk. If I can get him out of here. I was kind of surprised that he had him in there. So I think I got him for like $1. So the little bins that they got them all over the store. So they pretty much charge between anywhere from $1 to $5, give or take, depending on the fig. So he is complete. Very, very pleased with that. So here's baby Tusk right here. So awesome. Got him complete. Wasn't sure if I was able to find him complete. So close that up. And then the last item I got, I think this is a variant of Omega Red. So the original one is like he's white, but this one is gray. So he might have came from a multi-pack or something. But I think the 90s guys will know. I'm pretty sure they will comment down below and let me know where this guy came from. But he is complete, great condition and everything. He's got his tendrils and everything. Normally, a lot of times you find these loose, like he's missing that or missing both of this or maybe both. So very, very, very happy to have this. So can't wait to go back there and find some more loose figs, you know. All right, so Next up will be my haul from Horror Freak, which is right next door. Very small store, but it's got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that's packed in there. And there's a reason why it's called Horror Freak, because they sell nothing but horror merchandises like movies and figs and statues, just anything horror related. So very nice shop. I really enjoyed that shop. Trimmer is his name. That's what his name is. I just now remembered it. I was like, dang it, I couldn't think of it for the life of me. Excuse me. But this next item, well, first I want to show you the first item. My wife got this for me. And this is a keychain that I got from them. This is an alien keychain. And I love this thing. This thing is very weighty and very awesome. Got this for like a few bucks. I think it was like $7, Got to support these local shops, guys. I always try to as much as I can when I can, So the next item, I was super stoked to find this. I had to get another one mainly because of this very reason, and I got him for a cheap price. And it doesn't get any better than this unless if you you get the hookup or something or whatever, you find it at a flea market and whatnot. But was able to get Toxie, $25, and he's not complete. All he's missing is his belt and his grenades, but I'll be able to find that pretty quickly. But the thing about it is that I was able to get a couple mops. And so I was able to get some mops with the little sticker on there. So I got 2 of these. And I think this one still has some leftover goo on it. And so, and I got the little trash can. I might be missing something else too. I know for a fact that his belt's missing, and the grenades that go with it. But got his shield and everything. I do have another Toxie that that I had bought from Unboxing Art, that he was able to pick up some stuff for me. And one of the items that he was able to get for me was Toxie. But he didn't have anything with it. I just needed a Toxie in my collection. But when I saw this for the accessories, oh man, I was floored. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get this, because these things are so hard to get and expensive, So very, very happy to have this in my collection. So, so let's go ahead and set this up so we can get to the main event of this video. So, all right. So my last stop of the evening, I was able to stop at Empire Toys. So this was a brand new shop that hasn't been open very long, and they just recently opened as of last year, I think. For those who have been there more times than I have, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I know that they're fairly new. And I watched some fellow YouTubers that have been there, like Pixel Dan and Narc, not another retro channel. And so they've been at the shop, and I saw one item, and my friend Justin Kronk as well I think he had pointed it out as well. He took a picture and sent it to me and said, "Hey, they got this there. So if you want it, go get it." And that was months ago. And so I hit them up recently, probably about a week ago or so, and I asked them about this item. I said, "Hey, you got this item in stock?" And they said, "Yeah." And I said, "Okay, well, let me come by. I'll be there in about a week, and if it's there, I'm going to pick it up." So, lo and behold, was able to get there. And before we get to the item, I do want to say that I love their store. Their stores has a very nice setup, very spacious. Everything, you could see everything. It's not all cluttered at all. And that's all you can ask for is a store that that can be very spacious and have all their items out in plain sight where you can see everything. You ain't gotta have to like dig through stuff, and things like that. And that's one of the few stores here in town or here in the Metroplex that's like that, and I appreciate that. But anyways, so after going through some, there are some items that I want to pick up, but I mainly came there for one thing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the main event. And this is what I was able to pick up, is the Toy Biz Fantastic Four Galactus with electronic lights and sound. OMG. I never thought I would own this, let alone buy it mint in box, and this is one of the few grails of mine that I wanted to have in my collection. So this was the icing on the cake today for me. And I couldn't be any more happier. The story goes on this one, the guys that worked there, that were very nice gentlemen, really helped me out a lot. And we had a little small conversation, and I was able to get this $5 off. And so all because of the shirt that I wore, which was the Mandalorian shirt with the child, aka Baby Yoda, on it. So so that was a plus. And anyways, they told me that they had two of them. The first one they had came in. One of a guy that had dropped off a bunch of stuff, and he had the box and the driller, and but didn't have Galactus. So he told them, he was like, "Hey, I can't find Galactus, so when I get him, I'll bring him back. I'll bring him to y'all." So they're like, "Okay," and so they had the box on display, and then later on they was able to get this one, the one that you see in front of you, and and they was able to switch it out, and they still have the box and the drill in the back, but they was able to have this one on display, in box one. So to this day, they've never even seen one like out of the box. I'm sure they have, but just going by what they were telling me, and I know they were telling the story and stuff. But it was pretty funny how the guy never came back, and this was like weeks ago, a while back, and to this day they still haven't received that Galactus that guy promised that he was going to bring to them, So who knows? Maybe one day they'll finally get that Galactus to go with the box and the driller. But anyways, yeah, I mean, this is an amazing day for me. I couldn't be any more happier with what I got. I mean, Small Soldiers, Toy Biz goodness, Galoob goodness, Playmates goodness, and finally got a Galactus. And I will be doing a review on this Galactus. Yes, I will be opening them up and taking them out because it deserves to breathe, The box is in great shape, though. Look at it. Oops. I just knocked over Toxie. I mean, look at it, though. I mean, right there's the tape. And you can tell that's the original factory sealed tape right there. It hasn't been opened at all. It's clean. The only thing that was right here. But, hey, this box is amazing. Look at that. Look at that. All that goodness. See? So, I could not be more happier with this, Yeah. Let's go ahead and put that guy there. Let's set Toxie back up. So yeah, everyone, that is my haul for today. From Retromadness, Horror Freak, and Empire Toys. Thank y'all for being able to help me out with my collection. You know, each and every one of y'all at all respective stores. You know, it really means a lot to me that we have good people out there, good people that run great stores. You know, care about their customers and just willing to help them out and friendly. And that's hard to come by these days. So thank you guys. And thank you all for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And comment down below what you think of this haul. And if you have any of this stuff in your collection, love to know. And where's the wisdom? Buy what you love and not what you like. Because if you buy what you like, you will always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.